Hello, I'm back. It's Cassie. What up? Today, I am going to show you how to get this easy fall holiday look that you can just whip up in a little bit of time using a couple shades. I'm so excited because I used the Pure X Raw Beauty Christy palette for the first time. Spoiler alert, it's amazing. I love it. It's so good. So, if you want to see how to get this quick holiday glamorous look, then keep on watching and let's go. Okay, so I already put my base on, my foundation and my concealer, and I used this e.l.f. BB cream for the foundation. I really like this in general, but I used it for this holiday look because, let's be real, if I'm gorging myself in this Thanksgiving feast, then I want something light on my face because I need to breathe, right? I need to just be able to breathe and get through that meal. And then for my concealer, I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer because I always use this. Like, I'm a normal person. I have one concealer. Do I only have one? Maybe I have two, but like, I like this one. So I used it again. Gizzy, you gotta sit. Making too much noise. All right, and now for the eyes. I'm so excited for this video because I got the Pure X Raw Beauty eyeshadow palette, the two-sided, like boom, but also boom. I'm so excited. I didn't get it in the first launch and then she did a second launch and I was able to pick it up. And I love her so much. And she replied to one of my comments recently and I almost just exploded out of disbelief. So I'm really excited to do this. I've never used it, so I'm excited to test it out. And I'm going to start with this warmer neutral side to create this holiday look. And maybe I'll dip into something on this side. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, and before that, I just wanted to mention that to put on the BB cream, I used this Sigma 3D HD Max Kabuki brush. I love this brush. Like, just the way that it's shaped, you can really get into like all of the crevices of your face. That sounded weird, but you know what I mean. Like, you can get into like these areas of your nose that you would otherwise miss, and like behind, up in here. Don't forget that area, okay? Up in here. So I would highly recommend checking this one out. All right, so for my first shade, I am going to go into Moo Point, which I love that name so much. And it's this pinky mauve color right here. And I picked that up on an E40 brush. And I'm just gonna put that a little above my crease, in the transition area as my starting color. That's so pretty. I honestly thought that with my skin tone being a little bit darker or a little more olive that it wouldn't really show up, but it actually is doing a really good job in terms of pigmentation. That's a really pretty color. That's so pretty. I was thinking of what I was going to do with this look, and now I'm kind of thrown because that color is so pretty. Like, I don't want to deepen it up with other colors. You could literally put this, what I just did, and put My Whole Heart, which is just this like neutral beige shade here, all over the lid, and then put liner on, like a purple, dark purple lip, and be done. That would like, be so pretty, but I'm going to try to use more colors, so I'm going to keep going. But this color alone is so freaking pretty. My point is, you can just use this as like the standout crease color, and that would be really pretty with like a berry lip. All right, so now that I have that color down, I'm going to go in with Copper Boxes, this like mustardy brown color over here, and I'm going to deepen up the outer corner, and then I'm going to go in with even darker browns and deepen it up more, and yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so dipping into Copper Boxes with the Morphe M513 brush, placing it on the outer corner. My gosh, these colors are just so nice and they blend so well. I have never honestly tried Pure Cosmetics eyeshadows before, so I don't, in terms of comparing this to any others, I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, I'm really liking this. And I'm pulling this out to a point. And then once I have nothing really left, I'm gonna drag it into my inner corner and blend in with that Moo Point initial color that we placed. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I primed my eyelids with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Now I'm just gonna grab that initial Sigma brush and anything left, go right on top and blend it. All right, now I'm gonna go in with this Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH33 brush. It's even more packed. Like, I started out real fluffy, and then I went a little bit more packed, but still relatively fluffy. And now I'm going in with even more packed bristles, and I'm going to be focusing even more on the outer corner and placing very precisely right in this outer corner to keep deepening this pocket up right here. So now I'm going to go in with, You're Not My Real Dad, bottom right here, this deep brown, and I'm gonna pick that up and again place that in the outermost corner pocket of my eye. And when you're placing it, you can close your eye, right, to pat it in, but also open your eye, close your eye, open it, just so you know exactly where you're placing it. If you're closing your eye, you might, if you open your eye and your eye folds in, you might be able to realize that you're placing it too high. Just make sure that you're looking both with your eye closed and your eye open to make sure it looks good in both situations. Because ultimately you have your eyes open. So even if it looks good like this, that's not gonna really help if most of the time your eyes are open. And again, when almost nothing's on it, drag it inward with a very light hand. This is so pretty. It is not patchy. It is not difficult to use. It blends well. I love this. It's so good. I don't know if this palette is sold out again. Let me check. Oh, it looks like it's sold out, but that's okay because as is true for all of my videos, you don't have to use the same palette. Like, this is true for any makeup videos. You don't have to buy the exact same products. Like, just look at the shades you're using, find makeup in your own collection that you already have that are similar shades and replicate it that way. Even change up shades slightly if you have different color eyes or a different skin tone. Just use it as a reference, as a guide. Don't feel like you need to get the exact same products. You can, well in this case it's sold out, but if you have this product you can do the exact same thing and that's cool. But if you don't have it, it's okay. You can still get this look. All right, now that we have our mattes placed, we're going to go in with the shimmer and I'm going to flip to this side. That's so cool. I can't get over it. It's magnetic. That's how that works. So flipping this side, I'm going to take Cafe Disco, this like champagne-y shimmery color here with like a pink undertone. And I'm going to take this flat packing brush here. Again, I have no idea. Bare Essentials, old as can be, had it forever. I think it's my mom's. I'm going to take this flat packing brush and I'm going to spray it with this e.l.f. makeup setting spray. And I'm going to pick some of that Cafe Disco up and place that on my lid to meet that darker outer corner. Of course this is beautiful. Oh, it actually doesn't really have a pink undertone. I don't know why I thought that. It's just more icy. So pretty. Now I'm going to try picking it up with my finger. So pretty! Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that last brush we used, the JH33 brush, with nothing on it, but I'm just gonna blend, kind of, not really blending, but just kind of kicking away some of the glitter that got a little too high. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna go back in with the brown color and just deepen up that outer corner again. And actually, when I was going back over with that matte color, it didn't really cover the shimmer. Like, the shimmer really just distributed itself over to the outer corner. And I would have preferred if it was mostly matte here with just the shimmer on the inner corner, but it's still really pretty. And you could even put the brown, or you could put any of the mattes down all over your lid and mix it with the shimmer to create like this created like a shimmery brown. That's so pretty. And that's so interesting that that's something you can do with this palette. But I would have preferred for this look if it was just strictly matte on the outside, but it still looks pretty, so it's okay. I'm gonna work with it. But I guess that's something to keep in mind, to make sure to be very precise with the placement of the shimmer if you don't want it to interfere with the mattes that you already placed. It's a pretty like loose shimmer, if that makes sense. And the only other thing that I love for holiday looks more than a bold lip is glitter. All the glitter. It is, you know, I like glitter. So like if it's the holiday and I actually have an excuse to wear it, It's happening. So I'm taking this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. What's the name? Flirty Birdie. Cute. And I got this in, e.l.f. was selling this like Pride collection during Pride Month. And I picked that up and this came with it and it's so pretty. So I'm going to take this and I guess I'll just take that same flat brush I was using and just take a little bit off this wand applicator. And I'll place that on the inner corner and melt it in, not melt it, but like drag it in to that shimmer. And on my inner tear duct here too. Inner tear duct? On my tear duct. What the heck's an inner tear duct? We don't have outer tear ducts. Yeah, that's so pretty. And that's kind of giving it the warmer, peachy tone I was looking for. Ugh, so pretty. I'm taking more. So pretty, so pretty. And this e.l.f. liquid shadow isn't expensive at all. I mean, like nothing from e.l.f. is expensive, but it's still quality. Love it. It's always the case that when I have absolutely no idea what I want to do with the look, it comes out so pretty. And then when I have something in my mind that I want and I'm envisioning, it comes out like crap. Does that happen to anyone else? This is an instance where I had no idea. And I think it's coming out pretty. So, all right, so now I'm gonna line my eyes and do a wing with, of course, my Wet n Wild liquid liner. Is this getting annoying that I keep using this every single time? Should I try and find other ones? I don't know, I've tried before, but this one's the best. It's the best. Someone tell me something else that I should try in the comments below. Okay, so let me quickly just put my wings on right now. Now that I have the wings on, I'm trying to think if I should sort of make them a bit softer by going over the wings with some brown powder. I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. Should I? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try it because I don't even see a black shadow in this palette. So I'm gonna go over it with some brown. I'm taking this Morphe M165 brush, this angled brush right here. And I'm gonna take You're Not My Real Dad, the dark brown color. And I'm gonna soften up the wing by just going over it with this brown. Yeah, that's pretty with the mauve, that pinky mauve color that we first placed, and the iciness of that Cafe Disco shimmer, making the wing a bit more subtle, is actually looking really pretty. And so then when we put the bold lip on, it's not competing with like the stark black eyeliner and the bold lips. To make the eyes a bit softer will allow the lips to pop even more. Does that make sense? So it's not so busy. Nice, looking good. Okay, I'm loving it. It's looking really pretty. All right, so now I'm going to quickly contour with my Scott Barnes palette that I use all the time because I love it. And I don't have my contour brush, so I'll be right back. All right, so I'm taking my Sigma F53 Air Contour / Blush brush, and I'm taking Crave, this color right here. I'm tapping off any excess because I like being very light with my contour application because I'm not very good at contouring. You can always add, harder to take away. And I'm just gonna press this powder into the hollows of my cheeks, going upward. I don't even really like showing contouring because unless your face shape is exactly like mine, it's not really that helpful to like see what other people are doing. Like there are all these videos on the internet of people like on Instagram and stuff just like putting like liquid or like cream contours and like just like boop, boop, boop. I don't even know where they put it, but like it's the same crap like in every single video. And that's not realistic because we all have different face shapes and the whole point of contouring is creating shadows where you want to sculpt your face. So if I'm placing my contour here or even like with my forehead, like everyone's forehead is so different. Like why do people just put contour lines here? Like if you have a small area right here, why are you gonna create a shadow there and diminish it even more? If you have a bigger forehead, then yeah, but it's just like people just kind of like follow videos and they don't really think about the purpose of contouring. So if your cheekbones are already chiseled to the high heavens like my sister's, then you don't really even need contour, right? But if you have plumper cheeks like me, then we're chiseling away, okay? We're chiseling away. And also, I think it depends on your skin tone, but for me, what I found is I really don't use powder anymore because if I like a setting powder, because every time I would apply my contour after a powder, it just becomes patchy and muddy and crappy. And so what I found is having that like sticky base of whatever your foundation was, for some reason for me, it just makes my contour application smoother and more even. And again, another thing I changed is going in very lightly with the contour powder first. Like tap off all the excess you can really and place down an initial layer. And if you need to add more, go ahead. But for me, I would just be like, I need cheekbones and just pack it on and then it would look like absolute crap. So that's my advice. And now I'm going to bronze up the face. I'm picking up this Glam Bronze Morphe bronzer palette. I need a new bronzer, but this is just the one I've had. And I'm taking this Sonia Kashuk brush. What is this? I don't know. It just says powder on it. I'll link it or have it pop up here or whatever. And place this in the areas you want to warm up. And now for blush, I'm taking my Scott Barnes blush palette. I love this palette. If you don't have a blush palette, I would highly recommend splurging on this because it is quality. It's so pretty. Highly recommend it. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M530 brush. It's like the only brush I use for blush, which is why it's stained. And I'm going to take this Prussian blush, this like deeper blush right here, a little bit, just a little, but I kind of like that deep tone for this look because I'm going to go in with a dark lip, like I said. Tap off the excess. So pretty. And I like creating that cohesion, so I like bringing it on my forehead, down my nose, and my chin. It just makes everything even and coherent instead of just having the color right on the cheeks. It's like a subtle hint everywhere, you know, with the concentration on the cheeks, but just having that evenness. I've always liked it, so that's the trick I use. And then for highlight, I'm going to use like literally one of the 3 highlights I own. I'm going to take this Morphe 501 brush, and I'm going to take Cookie from this Benefit palette. I love this highlighter. Everyone loves this highlighter. Place that on the very tippity tips of my cheekbones with a light hand. I was just talking to my friend the other day and she was like, I heard that highlight is no longer a thing. And I was like, not in my world. I don't really follow trends or whatever. So I've always liked highlight and I don't see myself not wearing it. Is no one doing it anymore? I guess not a lot of people. I understand how it was like crazy, like a crazy thing. It's kind of died out, but it's not like by any means gone. At least not for me. Freaking love highlight. The shit's pretty. Look at that. All right, now that the face is done, I'm going to do my eyebrows and I'm trying to figure out which should I do, Maybelline Tattoo or Double Down Brow. I'm going to do Double Down Brow just because it's easier. It's a powder. That's why I like powder because I'm just like, bada bing, bada boom, we're done. It's easy. Just fill it in. I don't know. I'm not very good at my brows. I say that in every video, but like I should really dedicate some time to sharpening that skill. Here we go. I said this before with like little strokes. And I like extending very lightly, like extending it out to pretend my brow goes farther than it does. Does anyone like Moulin Rouge? Because that is literally my favorite movie on planet Earth. And there's this one scene where Nicole Kidman, Satine, she's singing in the elephant and she like looks, I don't know, to the moon or something. And her eyebrow literally goes to like here, like to her cheekbone. And I was just like, I try to emulate that every single time. I don't know how they did it. They made it look so natural. Like, I'm just like drawing a brown line like over here. It looks like absolute crap, but it looks so pretty in that film on her. And then I just do strokes on the inner corner here. What a crappy way to explain what I'm doing. Like, literally all I've said is, I just do strokes. Just do strokes. That's all you need to do. Just do strokes. God, please go just find another video that explains eyebrows better. It's clearly I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Then I take the spoolie and blend the powder in. See? I'm just gonna stop trying to explain what I'm doing. I'm just being real, people. I'm a real ass person who taught herself makeup. I didn't go to any classes. This is just me, okay? That's all I have to offer. Gizmo, I hear you licking your foot. Boom, the eyebrows are done. And I'm gonna do the lower lash line and I'm going to take this Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil Waterproof up to 16 hours. Dang, who's wearing eyeliner for 16 hours? It's pretty intense. And this is in shade 02, but first, espresso. I'm gonna take this and put it in my waterline. I love these eyeliners for the waterline. It really does stay. It's so good. It's so good. Like I bought the Urban Decay 24 hour, whatever those ones are called. And it's so good too. It stays forever, but they're expensive as They're really expensive. And this one's not expensive. So I would suggest picking up these Essence eyeliners. I should get them in other colors. Now I really want to do that. Okay, anyway. All right. And I am going to blend that out. I think I'm going to take copper boxes to smoke that out a little bit. And I'm going to use this Morphe JH39 brush, this small little rounded smudgy brush. And I'm going to pick up copper boxes and then just blend that down. See, so that's like a subtle, smoky under eye, but it's not too much. Again, because I don't want the eyes to be competing with the lips. So I'm just making it a subtle smoke, if you will. Now I'm going to speed through curling and putting mascara on, and then I'll be right back. All right, now I'm done with the lashes and I'm going to go on to the lips, and I'm gonna do this like dark berry, black cherry actually, lipstick by Revlon right here. But I'm gonna line my lips first with this Milani lip liner in Bordeaux. And it's a little brighter than the dark color I have. I don't really have anything to match that, and I just wanna put some kind of liner on because this will probably bleed everywhere if I don't. So I'm gonna line my lips real quick, and then I'm gonna put the lipstick on. All right, now the lip liner is done. I'm gonna go in with that black cherry lipstick. All right, and finally I'm going to highlight. I'm just gonna grab a Q-tip because that's all I have right here. I'm gonna take Cookie and highlight under my brow bone, cupid's bow a little bit. I'm gonna put my accessories on and be right back. All right, I have my holiday hoops on. Can you tell that I am a Jersey girl? Is anything giving it away? All right, so this is the finished holiday fall look, and it's really easy to put together. I only used a couple shades and a bold lip. That's all you need to get this fun, glittery holiday look that you can just throw on. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this holiday look. And if you did, then hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.